the request for an annual certificate or license, does that bother you?
Well, we've met with the folks at BARC, and they believe that it's very necessary for them to have that. If you look at some of the other jurisdictions like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, the three cities that are bigger than Houston, there's not a certification requirement. They allow people to have small flocks of chickens without the burdens and regulations. But we're willing to work with the city and other stakeholders to get what is a reasonable accommodation. It would be great if we didn't have a certification requirement, but, well, we're good citizens who want to work constructively with the folks.
So it's not a game changer for you, it wouldn't kill your acceptance to...
No, we've actually, the BARC proposal does require some permit, and we're in favor of moving that along.
Councilor Lasker.
Mr. Krebs, thank you very much for coming down. I'd like to be among my colleagues that would say to you and your movement that you have worked very hard on moving this issue down the football field, if you will. And I think young Miss Krebs, I believe that's young Miss Krebs, if I'm not mistaken. It's not, well, we've had a young Miss Krebs come visit us, and you've certainly been articulate about the issues. And but that being said, I must say that I'm pretty sure that I'm in the camp of council members that really thinks that this 100-foot setback rule has served our city well for a number of generations now. I happen to represent a district with a number of subdivisions and homeowners associations, civic associations that have been under a great deal of stress, not the least of which chickens are among those. We've removed pigs, we've tried to remove feral cats and dogs, and unfortunately what we come up against is the best efforts of the city is we just always don't have enough administrative services to take care of that. I commend the ARA for working with you and trying to find some way forward, but I'm also concerned that the cost factors that are being presented to us, well over $500,000 in 5 years just to handle chicken issues, not to even address the other concerns. So I think there's a long way to go on this, and as far as my neighborhoods are, as I've reached out to my neighborhoods, I don't have anybody asking us to have additional chickens or barnyard animals in the backyard. But I commend you for all the hard work that you put forth.
Well, thank you, Councilman. I'd like to respond and clarify that the bill precludes roosters. This prohibits roosters just like in other organizations, and hens are a lot quieter than that. And really, we'd like to get to subcommittee and get inside those numbers and talk about what the cost would be, and some of that is because of the permitting requirements.
I understand that there's been some consideration that roosters somehow make a difference. My constituents don't want chickens or roosters as far as I can tell. But thank you very much.
Councilmember Davis.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming out today. I'd just like to concur with my colleague, Mr. Lasker. Constituents in District B that have a hard time regulating the animals that we